Hey, what's up? I'm Tron Moses of Tron Moses Media, and today I want to share my thoughts with you guys on the Sigma 135 millimeter. Let's get into it. All right, so this will not be a long video. This will be a short video. I just want to give y'all my thoughts real quick. This lens is dope. All right, there you go. Video over. Subscribe, like, comment. No. Actually, this lens is very sharp. Now, let me tell you what I like about a lens. What I like about a camera. What makes me buy a camera is the quality. What makes me buy a lens is the quality. Now, amazingly, there are some photographers out there who don't want a whole bunch of sharpness. Me, I want it as sharp as I can get it, baby. I want it sharp. I want my camera sharp. I want my lens sharp. Never have I bought a camera until I bought the A7R3, but never have I bought a camera based on focusing points, how good it focus, or any of that. Now, I did buy the A7R3 for that reason, because I came from the A7R2, and don't get me wrong, the quality is the same. The quality is the same. But I did a wedding one time and I missed some shots because the focusing system is not as good on the R2 as it is on the R3. So therefore, at that particular time, I bought a camera because of the autofocusing system. But normally when I buy stuff, I'm buying it because of the quality, you know? So I don't plan to upgrade and update every time a new camera come out, because every time a new camera come out does not mean that the image quality is better. Most times a camera come out, the image quality may be the same. They just added new stuff and you paying you paying about $3,000 for the new features, but you getting the same image quality. But anyway, that's up to you. That's neither here nor there. This lens is a beast. Let me tell you something about this lens. This lens, and I got a few photos. I got one or two photos I'm going to show y'all. I didn't edit a bunch of photos. I might show y'all some raw photos. I don't know. But let's start with contrast. This lens is very contrasty. I love the contrast. Now, I didn't pay attention to any color fringing or anything like that. I didn't notice any anyway in my shots. I'm not actually pixel peeping anyway either. But man, I love the contrast on it. I love the sharpness. Let me tell you how sharp this thing is. This is the first lens I ever used. And I asked myself, should I sharpen the photo? No joke. I questioned whether I should sharpen the photo or not. I used it wide open. I use it at 1.8. I also use it at 2.2. Because if you look at the EXIF for most of my files or stuff that I posted online, most of my shots were shot between 2.0 and 2.2. Some shots were done at 3.5. But because rarely do I shoot wide open, but I felt like, why have this lens? Why get this lens and not at least try it wide open? So I shot at 1.8 and I got some sharp photos, but I'm serious when I tell you, when I looked at the photos, I sharpened all of my photos. I questioned whether I should sharpen the photos or not. That's how sharp this bad boy is. I asked myself, Tron, should you even sharpen these photos? I winded up sharpening the photos, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I really didn't have to. This thing is sharp. And I know a lot of people said that the 105 is sharper than this. If it's sharper than this, that's a monster lens. But I still don't want it because I already have a 105 and I'm not fond of the 105, as I said in the other video. And photographers are wondering, why didn't I go with the 105? Now, as y'all know, I already have a 105 2.8 macro. I use that for macro shots and headshots. That's all I use that lens for. But the reason I didn't go with the 105 1.4 is because I'm not fond of that focal length whatsoever. I like the compression on this bad boy better. So one thing that's going to take getting used to with this lens is the distance from subject. That's going to take some getting used to because I mainly shoot with my 35 millimeter. And shooting with a 35 millimeter puts you fairly close to your subject. You don't have to raise your voice. You don't have to yell. And I'm being honest with you. I told my wife, we go get some walkie-talkies. My wife is my assistant, by the way. She's at every photo shoot, okay? And I'm thinking about, look, if I'm going to be shooting with this bad boy, I'm not going to pull it out to shoot with it, just because I got it. It's according to the location we're using, because I might want the 35 to get scenery. You know, this right here, this is something you're going to use if you want some blur. You want some blurred, but this is a dope lens, I'm telling you. But I got to get used to backing up that far away from my subject to catch a full body. And I got to get used to putting the lens. Sorry, y'all. My mind's somewhere else. I'm tired. I got to get used to putting my light stand further back. I got to get used to that. But we plan on getting walkie-talkies because my wife is my assistant, and she's also in the photos I'm going to show y'all. But if we're going to be, in case the light stand is too close, I need the radio, babe. Pull that light stand back a little bit. Pull it back 2 feet. All right, and then from the trigger, I'll then turn it up. I'll turn it up, blast it on her. But I like shooting with 2 lights anyway. But I like the contrast on this. I like the sharpness on this. Got to get used to the distance from subject to where I got to stand to catch a full body. Even got to get used to a little bit to catch waist up. Let me show y'all something. Now, this right here, I'm fairly close when I took this shot. I'm sure y'all seen this video already. This video is on my YouTube channel. Check that one out. I was fairly close taking this shot. But to take a shot even like this, what they call about 3/4 length, to take a shot like this, you still got to be a distance from subject. So like I said, that's going to take some getting used to. Now, here goes somewhat, a lot of people not going to understand what I'm about to say right here, but I don't see myself using this all the time. I'm going to use it. It's a good lens, but I don't see myself using this for like entire photo shoots or even every photo shoot because one, I like bokeh, but I'm not a bokeh fanatic. You know how you got bokeh fanatics, every shot they take, every photo shoot they do, they like the background blurred. Okay, well that's not my style because I want scenery. The one that's why I grabbed for the 135 because it's perfect. I could get full body with the 135 and I can get surroundings. Bokeh is good. It's cool. I like bokeh. I'm not in love with bokeh. The guys who do bokeh in every photo shoot, those guys are in love with bokeh. I like bokeh. I like bokeh. I like the blur it gives me. I like how it brings in, it compresses your subject and your subject pop from the background. I love how it looks. This lens is amazingly sharp. No, this lens is amazingly sharp. I had posted photos on Facebook, but even that does not do it justice because you would actually have to see it on my computer. You could really see the sharpness on my computer. So if you were thinking about getting this lens, I advise you to get it. If you love bokeh, I like bokeh. If you love bokeh, get this lens. If you like bokeh, if you got other lenses, get this lens. I don't know how this will work well with weddings, but I'm willing to give it a try. This should not be your first lens because, well, first of all, later for rules. If you want this to be your first lens, let it be your first lens. It's an amazing lens. But just know, if this is your first lens and you are not going to have the funds for a while to get another lens, there are some places you will not be able to shoot. Because I remember one time, all I had was an 85 millimeter, and then I'm trying to shoot a girl in a living room, and it just wasn't working out for me. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the Sigma 135 millimeter art lens. I can recommend it. Get it. It's an amazing lens. It's sharp. It's contrasty. It's a beast. It's a beast of a lens. This is the sharpest lens I currently own. And I can say that without pixel peeping or putting other stuff together. Now, let me tell you something. My 105 2.8 macro art lens behind me somewhere is sharp. I kid you not, that lens is sharp. But I never looked at the photos and wondered if I should sharpen the images. But this thing, I ain't got nothing else to say.